Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick comparison video of these three flashlights, and it's not a completely fair comparison because they all have different LEDs in them, but it's just more of a general comparison, though I do have some beam shots as well. And you can see here on the left, I've got the Convoy M21B. Now this comes with the CSL PM1.F1 LED, so produces a beam that's nearly 1 kilometer. Okay, and green as well, green beam. It's a little bit bigger. Okay, so if you look at this light's 21700 cell configuration, okay, when I carry this one in my pocket compared to the M1 or the M2, I do notice there's a bit of a weight difference, and yeah, it does feel a little chunkier. So it's actually quite rare that I carry this one around with me because it's just not low key enough, and I can't justify, especially when I can carry around a smaller light with similar performance, I'll tend to carry around the smaller flashlight. Okay, but if you do want extra runtime on the light, a bit more of that robustness as well, because it's larger, it's probably going to take a bigger hit compared to the other two. There's more heat sinking material as well. Performance wise, you probably can't go past that M21B. It's a tried and tested flashlight. Moving on to the next one, I've got the Convoy M1, and I'd say this one is in between the M2 and the M21B because you've got a smaller diameter battery tube due to the 18650 configuration, and the head, though, is pretty much the same size as the M21B, but just a little bit shorter. I don't know if you can notice here on camera, just a tiny bit shorter. So it does make it a little easier to carry around in your pocket. The light itself is a bit shorter, okay? Difficult to sort of compare them 100% on camera, but yeah, definitely you can see there's about maybe like 7mm difference or something in length. Okay, but the bezel diameter is pretty much the same, so you're gonna have to contend with that. Okay, and this one I've got the CSL NM1.F1, which also throws close to 1 kilometer like this one. I'd say these ones are pretty much on par in terms of overall performance. They don't come with clips as well. So these two here, you need to get your own clip in there. But they will probably have the best overall performance and heat sinking. But yeah, you've got to put up with that larger head. Now this one here is the Convoy M2. It's one of my favorite EDCs out there. I've talked about this and reviewed it previously on my channel. This one offers you a bit of a trade-off. So smaller bezel, if you compare it to the others. It's also got a stainless steel strike bezel. Okay, so you can break some glass with that. And yeah, it does look like it be able to stand up to a good hit as well. And yeah, it's kind of like a trade-off, I suppose, like I said before. Smaller bezel, it's not going to throw as far as these two. Heat sinking is not going to be as good due to the, reduced material and weight of this flashlight. But still, the performance is pretty good. I wouldn't say it matches the performance, but it certainly keeps up with these other two here on the left. So, if, pocketing a light's very important for you. For me, it is, but I still think to myself, this one here, the M1, I'm still, able to pocket that one. I'm still able to justify that one. It's just a little bit larger, but, the performance is amazing. So it's really up to you. So I'm going to skip straight to the beam shots and let's see how they perform.
We'll be comparing the Convoy M1 with the M21B and the M2. So this is the M1 with the Osram W1. So CSL NM1.F1. On the right here, I've got the Osram W2, CSL PM1.F1. And on the right, we have the Osram W2, again in the white. So basically the two on the right are the larger LEDs, and the one to the left is the smaller NM1. And look, I have to say that the NM1 to the left just manages to beat the W2. So the green W1 just manages to outthrow the green W2 in the center. Okay, though the W2 in the center does produce significantly larger hotspot. And bear in mind also that you're looking at a 6 amp driver in the M21B right in the center with this Osram W2 compared to a 5 amp driver with the Convoy M1 to the left. So it isn't 100% a fair battle, but I tell you what, the NM1 is still managing to outthrow, just by a bit. Okay. And closer up. It's so difficult to tell, but yeah, it's a very close battle. It's a very close battle. I do prefer the extra light that you get out of the Osram W2. I mean, you don't get as much, you don't get that maximum throw, but it's still almost indistinguishable from the W1. The only issue is that carrying around the M21B probably be just a little bit tricky. So yeah, you get a W1, F1 or a W2 green in the Convoy M1 and probably achieve pretty much the same thing. So even after step down, I mean, it's so hard to tell the difference. It is beating the white one, but for sure, in terms of visibility, the greens just shows up more. Let me just turn off the white one, and let's just look at these both. See if I can sort this out once and for all. The M1, M21B with the Osram W2. Oh, it's just so difficult to tell. After step down, they're both almost identical. But yeah, you do get, I think, a little bit extra throw. With the W1.